Thank you Preeti Jacob and Marsha for subscribing. Don't forget that every time I release a video, I'll pick 1 or 2 random subscribers from my subscription list. So don't forget to subscribe. Also, thank you Miss M for this video suggestion. I've seen that you commented a couple of weeks ago requesting to see a lather testing video. So thanks a lot for that suggestion. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. It's just a quick video today. Someone suggested for me to do a lather test on the bars that I have done videos on, so I thought, oh yeah, that's a really good idea. So I thought these are some of the bars I use for like hand washing, and I'm in the shower as well, so I thought I'll just do a quick lather test, and some of these are offcuts as well. So I thought I'll just do quick, so I thought I'll go ahead and show. So I'll just wet my hand. This is just an offcut of, the baby soap, the chamomile and calendula infusion that I did a couple of weeks ago. So if you've seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. And this lathers up quite nice. Just get it wet properly. So it doesn't require a lot. And the castor oil in the bar as well makes a really, really big difference. And of course adding cane sugar, that's why I add raw sugar in all my recipes. So you can see it's a really nice creamy lather. It's not a huge bubbly lather, of course. It is 90% olive oil, but it's just to show that just a little bit of castor, a little bit of coconut oil, and sugar really make a difference in the lather. So if it was just pure olive oil, you would really have to keep circulating it just to get that lather that you just see here. But as you see, it didn't require much, just a few circular motions, and it was more than enough. So that's that recipe. So I'm probably going to make a mess here with water, but I don't have anywhere to put my camera on the sink, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to do it this way. Okay, so here's the cocoa shea recipe bar that you've seen me make. This one's sweet orange and cinnamon. I'll do a quick lather test of that, which doesn't require much at all. As you can see, it just bubbles up straight away. The 30% coconut oil makes a huge difference as opposed to just pure shea butter. So that's why I do the 30% coconut oil for that one. And as you can see, a really, really nice lather, creamy, very creamy. Of course, the sugar makes a really, really big difference as well. So that's why I add sugar to all my recipes. So that's the cocoa shea bar. I'll just quickly rinse off. Rightio. And I think the one thing that people would really want to see is the cocoa olive, because people have been saying, oh, what about the cocoa olive recipes you do? So this is 70% olive oil, 30% coconut oil. So we'll just give that a little bit of the water. And again, doesn't require much at all. It lathers up fairly quick, as you can see. Then again, the sugar in it also is a really, really good booster. And of course, I forgot to mention sodium lactate as well is a really good lather booster. So all these additives that you use create a really, really nice lather. And as you can see, nice creamy lather just for a 2 oil recipe. And yeah, so it's just really, really, really nice. See, just that nice creamy rich lather. Really, really good. This is my favorite. I love cocoa olive. That's my favorite recipe. My second favorite is cocoa shea. And it's just, you don't require much in soap recipes to create really, really nice bars. You don't require much at all. And for those who've seen my almond oil, or the double almond bars as I call it. So this is the double almond bar that you seen me make a few weeks ago, or a couple of months ago now, I think. And where I made my own almond milk. So this is that bar. That's just an off cup that I used to wash my hands with. So I'll just circulate it. And this is, when you make your own milks, it's just so creamy and hydrating. It is such a hydrating bar. Almond oil is just beautiful. It's to see the lather, see the difference when you make your own milk versus store-bought. And it is much more concentrated than store-bought as well. So it's just a beautiful, really, really nice lather. That's the benefit of making your own milks. So that recipe is 60% olive oil, 30% coconut oil, 5% cast iron, 5% sweet almond, and I use 100% of the water phase as almond milk that I've made. So go ahead to that video if you haven't seen it. It's really, really easy to make your own milks. It's not difficult whatsoever. I highly suggest you do it because you save yourself money, of course, and it's the quality. It's more for the quality purposes. So I'm just going to go fill this up with water because it's empty. Right. So next would be, what else is there? Oh yeah, this is my 100% coconut oil forest blend. You've seen me when I did test batches of the whiskey and cedarwood, and that's the whiskey and cedarwood. And you see me do a test of the forest blend with patchouli and basil and mei-cheng. So that's that combination, and of course it's got coconut milk in it, but 100% coconut oil, it doesn't require much. There you go. It's just straight ban lather boost, like great lather from the get-go. As you know, coconut oil is really, really good with lather. But 20% super fat, a little bit of coconut milk is really, really good. It just adds that nice hydrating lather that is required so it doesn't dry your skin out. And I find 100% coconut oil is really, really good for if you're in summer, especially, and you've got oily skin. I find that is really, really effective. And sometimes, well, a lot of the time I have oily skin 3 seasons of the year. So spring, summer and autumn, my skin is quite oily, so I really love reaching for the 100% coconut oil soaps a couple times a week, just to give myself a good cleansing and just to remove all the excess oils. Alright, so this is my double oat bar. You've seen me make my own oat milk for that as well. And I have a video on that, how to make your own oat milk. And again, like the almond bar, it's a really, really rich, creamy lather. And this is just a pure 2 oil, like the cocoa olive one I just showed before. But as you can see, it has a much, much richer, creamier texture because of the oat milk. And once again, I use oat milk for 100% of the water phase. So yeah, look at that. Just the difference between those 2 bars, and the only difference is this one has oat milk and that one doesn't. And you can see the really, really nice lather you get from that. So I really, really love milks and how they make your skin feel and how they behave in lather wise, and how they make your skin feel, most importantly. So just right, so, and this is a off-cut of a shampoo bar that's been probably sitting there for a few months. And that smells like it's the rose one, which is nice. And shampoo bars, you can use on your body and for hand wash, and I do that, so it doesn't matter. But as you can see, and this is designed to lather straight away and have a rich, long-lasting lather. And because you're going to transfer it onto your hair, so what you'll do is you'll work it into a nice lather, as you can see. And this has got argan oil, shea butter, mango butter, castor oil, and olive oil. And I just released a video of that yesterday, so if you wanted to go have a look and see what I mean, like if you were to rub, to massage that into your scalp and rub that into your hair, you'll have no issues whatsoever. And the number one question I get all the time is, I've tried shampoo bars in the past and they do not lather up very well, and it's annoying, basically, as what people have said. But that's got sugar in it as well, the castor oil, the coconut oil, and the sodium lactate all help with a really, really nice lather, and very, very easy to transfer that onto the hair. And that also, you can actually use that as a shaving bar, because look at that, it's just a nice creamy, and it's got bentonite clay in it, so it's got a nice glide if you're using a razor. So I do make shaving bars as well. It's a very similar recipe, just without the argan oil, because it's not needed. And argan oil is a really, really great conditioner for the hair as well, and it's got other qualities to it as well for the hair. I'm just going to fill this up again, because there is, how many bars is there to test? I think it's just one more bar. Right, so this is just a plain almond bar. The frankincense and cedarwood and lime bar that I have in my range, that's that one. And it's just like the almond bar with this one, but without the almond milk. So you'll see, it's just a normal cocoa, olive, sweet almond and castor recipe. So it still lathers up nice, but it doesn't have that like extra luxurious creamy lather like the almond milk bar, the double almond bars that I make. So it doesn't have that as rich like as a lather, but it's still a great lather, don't get me wrong, it's still a great lather. It just depends what you want and what you like, and customers like to try different soap bars and different oils, see how it works with their skin. But they definitely all have their place in how they behave on the skin and how they make the skin feel. So that's 100%. And I have to say, I'm going to do a shout out for this as well. That is absolutely beautiful. That's not I didn't make this bar. Keely from Shea made this bar. That's her Cleveland honey bar. Oh, it just smells so beautiful. That's unscented, but it's got such a sweet smell from the beeswax and the honey that she uses. Oh, it's just magnificent. And of course the lather is just great, as you would expect, from the honey as well. All those sugars in the bar, look at that. It's just such a creamy bar. Really, really nice lather. Makes my skin feel beautiful. Absolutely love it. So thank you, Keely, for that. And of course, thank you, Ellie, from Ellie's Everyday, because she actually sent that to me when she visited Keely at the market. So that's fantastic. Really, really love that bar. It's just such a beautiful lather. Beautiful, very nice. Very nice. So I thought, I have to do another test for that, since that's on my soap using rack that I leave in the bathroom. So yes, I think that's it. Actually, what I might do, because that's only been curing for a few weeks, the baby bar, I think what I'll do is, there is an offcut. I will go and get the offcut that's been curing for a few months. And I will show the difference between that, which is, just a few weeks, versus a few months, when it's over 90% olive oil. So what I'll do is I'll go and get that bar quick. So give me a sec. Right, so I teleported to my room and got this. Nah, I'm joking. Because you probably only see me just go grab it. Or you see me just have the bar in my hand instantly. Oh gosh. I crack myself up sometimes. Alright, so this has more of a puffier lather because it has been curing longer. So that's just to show the before and after. It's still quite creamy. But less effort in getting a lather from it. So I find the longer it cures, the better, for sure. And it feels less greasy as well because it is still a high olive oil content, so it does need extra time to cure. And it does leave that slight greasiness feeling. That's from the super fat from the bar, but this doesn't have that as much of a greasy feeling. So you can tell like it's cured for the appropriate amount of time. I generally like to give 90% and above at least a 6-week cure time. Because it improves the skin feel of it as well. And of course the castor, coconut and the sugar really add lather. Otherwise you wouldn't even get those bubbles whatsoever. You would just, there's still some on my hand from it. And look at that, just, it's a nice lather. So just gotta rinse it off well. Of course, it does take extra motions and strokes to get lather from that bar, but of course, because we're aiming at baby skin, 90% olive oil is the way to go, or even 100%. So it just depends. Drop my paper towel on the floor. So it just depends on what you want for your baby, and I always recommend at least 90% olive oil for baby skin, or for people that have really, really sensitive skin. Right, so that's the lather test. I thought I'll just cover that quick, and yeah, that's pretty much covers all the soap I make in my range. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and thanks for suggesting that video, and I will see you in my next one. Take care and happy soaping.